Welcome to the AEW Collision post show. It's your boy ABE from DET.
I'm that Bald Bro from the NYC.
Great show tonight, top to bottom. I thought I was going to be distracted with college football, but AEW kept me engaged. My Wolverines ran off to the races, so there was no need to watch that, and I got to enjoy some pro wrestling. How'd you enjoy it tonight, man?
I enjoyed it very much, man. Like I said, Collision is the standard in the sense that it's more about the in-ring action. You get a little storytelling, and then I think we got a balance of a little bit of everything. We got some progression, we got some character development, and like I said, we got some in-ring action from start to finish. Let's get into it.
Starts off with Daniel Garcia versus your boy Vanilla Baby getting the win, but it was before the match where Jon Moxley was in the ear of Daniel Garcia. You know, I never really even thought about this could possibly be a scenario, but when you really look at it, Daniel Garcia, he could fit in the Death Riders if done right, man. I don't know. How you feel about this one?
Well, I mean, before we talk about Daniel Garcia, like I said, like I alluded to earlier before the show even started, the show starts with Vanilla Baby in the ring. No entrance, no introduction, no music, no nothing. He's in the damn ring like a goddamn jobber, man. It's goddamn ridiculous. Listen, man, it's Vanilla Baby. Put a little bit more respect on Blake Christian. But I digress from that. But yeah, like you said, the bell rings. Jon Moxley coming out, trying to give him a little pep talk, some advice, man. You know, he's trying to maybe corrupt the good old boy Daniel Garcia, man. I don't know how Daddy Magic like that, but you know, listen, Garcia did pick up the victory, and you know what? After the match, Garcia challenged Mox to a match next week, and challenge accepted for next week on Collision. But like you said, you know what? Garcia can fit potentially into the Death Riders. I mean, worked out for Wheeler Yuta. I mean, I think he's taken a step. He stepped up his game big time in about a year or so with him joining the Death Riders. And let's see what Daniel Garcia, see if he does cross over to the dark side. But you know what? This is something I've needed from Daniel Garcia. I need him to take a step forward, not just lateral or down. He has to go upward from here in some form of development. So I'm very interested to see Collision next week.
Definitely. Next up, we get Tomohiro and Kyle O'Reilly versus Josh Alexander and Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champion of the Don Callis family. This was a solid match, and in between it, and actually before with the promo, we know that Adam Cole is gone, so the Paragon or whatever they call it, they're not in functioning well, and now you can start to see them playing some tension between Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. Hopefully that split can happen soon so both of them can do their own thing, but I did see that during this match. But we all know the Don Callis family is on fire. They were not getting the L. They got the dub. How'd you feel about this one?
Very entertaining match, man. And in a way, I mean, I know it's tag team action, but we got Kyle versus Kyle once again, and the crowd was just in a frenzy. It was amazing. They got great chemistry, you know, both Fletcher and O'Reilly. It was great. But man, listen, Tomohiro Ishii, like he's one of the ageless wonders in professional wrestling right now. This man has not slowed down, and there are no signs of him slowing down whatsoever. This dude is a well-oiled machine, and he can still go. He not just do passable matches. This man can still put on high quality bangers with whoever he is in the ring with. I mean, him and Kyle are a great team. But I mean, you know, Don Callis family, they're a well-oiled machine, man. They are family. You can't beat family.
You're not beating family.
Yeah, you can't be. Family's always finishes on top. Josh Alexander picking up the victory. Josh Alexander on a little bit of a roll right now. You know, he was kind of, like he was floating a little bit here and there. He was treading water in a sense, but now you know what, things are looking up for Josh Alexander. Just further showing the dominance of the Don Callis family. I mean, the biggest and best faction in all of professional wrestling right now. And you know, Kyle is just looking just so much as the protostar as he ever is, man. Things are looking bright for the protostar and the Don Callis family going forward.
Definitely. Another person who's looking absolutely amazing because he's on an incredible winning streak is Hologram. But lately, them things have been off, but not enough for him to get the win over Jay Lethal, who I actually enjoyed seeing on television, man. I miss Jay Lethal. He was like one of my favorite people of Ring of Honor back in the day. I didn't watch it a lot, but when I did, I loved his promos. What drug me in was with him and Ric Flair, him doing the Macho Man stuff. I love that.
Yeah, man.
But he took the L. But the thing is, that glitch that happened a couple of days ago happened today, and there seems to be some type of evil twin spirit of hologram. I'm not for sure what's going on, but I'm interested in finding out. How'd you feel about this one?
Good match, good solid match, like yourself. I mean, I was happy to see Jay Lethal on, getting some minutes on Collision. He looked good. I mean, he always looks good. I mean, always good sight to see Black Machismo in the ring. I mean, but it was hologram would not be denied. But now here's the thing: you're saying it might be a clone of hologram, might be an evil form of hologram, but I think I saw this theory floating on Twitter that I think hologram's system is corrupted. He's being corrupted from within. Someone is hacking into holograms. So I don't think there's another hologram out there. This one just might be turning to the dark side. He might be corrupted. Somebody's messing with his system, messing with his data. So who knows?
Who's doing the hacking though?
We have no idea. I just listen, I just hope it's not no retribution type shit back from the pandemic era. We don't need that. But you know what? Listen, I'll be honest. Like, as much as I love hologram, he was kind of a little stale in AEW for a while. I mean, yeah, great winning streak, but not really a lot of direction. So I do like what like you said, they did it this past Wednesday. They did it again. His files being corrupted. I don't think there's another hologram. I think someone's corrupting the current one right here, man. This is like some Crisis Power Rangers type shit right there, man. Like, that's what it brought to me. Right. And like, even for my video game nerds out, this is like Mega Man X5 when Zero was corrupted by Sigma with the virus right there. Right. Turned against Mega Man. I
love him, Sigma.
Exactly. Listen, man, I'm a biggest Mega Man nerd you will ever meet. So I love this shit. I love where it's going. And I think only good things will come out of this.
Definitely. I might be one of the only people who are saying this right now, but I am a Kip Sabian fan. And with him backstage, the interaction with Shayna Wayne and Luchasaurus, I enjoyed his talking, his look, his presence. The whole time he was in the Patriarch, I was just dying for him to get back to his old ways of talking. So hopefully this is an initiation into that, because I have always been a Kip Sabian fan. Eventually with Penelope Ford and Megan Bain is going to run its course, and hopefully they can get back together, because they were a great husband-wife kind of management duo. I don't know, but how'd you feel about this little controversy going on with Luchasaurus?
I mean, definitely tensions, building between those two. And I don't know. I know it's very early. I know he just came back at Forbidden Door, but I feel like it's going to reach a boiling point where, Mother Wayne thinks that she can possibly control Luchasaurus, but I don't know, man. Like, she don't know the beast that she's dealing with right now. Like, you don't know the mindset is, but there's a certain somebody from Luchasaurus's past who I think can be the only one to tame this certain beast, maybe a certain boy who used to live out in the jungle, swinging from vine to vine, and I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Let's maybe further down the line, we'll see. But listen, I'm happy Luchasaurus is back and, healthy, and he looks good to go, man. But I don't know. I think Mother Wayne is biting a little bit more off than she can handle right now with Luchasaurus. I mean, it's a volatile situation. I mean, like you say, Kip, it's good to see him doing stuff, but I don't know. I think they're both in over their heads right now.
Definitely. One person who is not in over their heads, she is actually rising to the top. I'm talking about Alex Windsor as she defeats Ashley Vox, but it wasn't the match that was important. It was the promo after. She let Mercedes Moné know, keep my man's name out your mouth, and I am coming for you, that TBS title, and I'm knocking that money train straight off the track. And every single week, I am starting to believe Alex Windsor might be the one to dethrone the belt god herself, Mercedes Moné. How did you feel about this one?
I mean, listen, solid squash match for what it was. I mean, shout out to Ashley Vox. She actually had a great showing last night on Ring of Honor's 0 hour last night against Billy Stark. So she's definitely maybe a future prospect to keep an eye on in the future. But yeah, the promo by Windsor, I thought it was great. I mean, she's focused, like she said, whether it was legal or not. She did make Mercedes tap out, and Windsor did not eat the pin. Let's keep that in mind in that fatal
Mm-hmm.
4-way at Forbidden Door. So she does have a little bit of confidence in herself that maybe one-on-one she could possibly be the one to finally dethrone the belt collector that is 9 belts Monet right now. It's a tall task. Might seem a little bit impossible right now, but I think if anyone has the bag, as far as like the ability, the talent, the skills to take down Miss Mercedes Monet, it might be Alex Windsor.
Why do they gotta say Windsor like that?
I mean, come on, dude. Everyone needs a gimmick. Everyone needs like a little soundbite, a
Yeah.
catchphrase or something. It works for her, man. So,
It does.
so
It
why
does.
not?
It does. Well, another win in the book for FTR as they defeat Drake and Priest. People, I know people look at Adam Priest and JD Drake like they're a joke, but every time they are on, they entertain me, especially that big guy, JD Drake, with that moonsault off the top rope, but it was not enough. FTR gets the win, gets on the mic afterwards, letting Adam Copeland and Christian Cage know that they are in trouble. And there was a little hint of the word TLC. I don't know about if that'll be the stipulations in their match, but if it would, that would be absolutely incredible. But this was a great promo, great match. How'd you feel about it?
Before we start, to our boy Ron T out there, boss, I love you, but I got to do a little gimmick infringement right now. I got to steal your bit. Moment of the night for Collision.
Yeah.
Listen, you look at professional wrestling. What is more impressive than a big man off the top rope, especially pulling off a damn moonsault? You know that gave me flashbacks of Vader right there.
Ooh, good one. Good
Remember that
one.
moonsault that Vader
Yep.
used to pull up? Big man, like light, like agile, like a cat off the top rope. I like how they came back from commercial just as JD pulled off the moonsault. The crowd was on their feet because it's a sight to be seen. So JD Drake pulling off that moonsault, that is my moment of the night for Collision. But yeah,
Yep.
great fun match. I mean, if you don't know Adam Priest, man, let me tell you something. He's one of the hardest hitters in all professional wrestling right there. You can see him on Ring of Honor. You can see him on Collision right now. And like yourself, I'm a big fan of JD Drake and also Anthony Henry, both of them being the workhorsemen. But FTR, they're they're on a roll right now. They're on a mission. They're trying to take out Copeland and Cage at All Out. I don't think it'll be TLC. I think they're trying to allude that you're only known for that match, but we are
Gotcha.
FTR. We are 11-time world champions. We should be 3-time AEW World Tag Team Champions, but it's not to be right now. So they alluded to, hey, this should have been a dream match, but it's going to be anything but a dream. It might turn into a nightmare in front of their hometown crowd.
Definitely. Next up, another guy who's been on fire lately. Big Bill is really stepping outside the box with the rumors of Jericho leaving. Now they've got to find their own way. They've got to make their own mark here in AEW, and I believe Big Bill is doing it. He defeats Juice Robinson, getting the job done. 1, 2, 3, standing tall. I love Juice. He can't lose in life. He's married to Tony Storm. He's a winner all day long. But Big Bill, today was his night. How you feeling about Big Bill getting the dub?
Solid match tonight. And like I said, with Jericho, rumors potentially him, his contract is up at the end of the year. So both Bill and Brian Keefe, they got to kind of find their own way, find their own lane of success. The learning tree ain't there anymore. So I think this is a good step in the right direction. And like you said, I mean, let's be honest, like Juice, like he never loses, like you said, because he goes home, he's married to Tony Storm, so he'll be all right. And thank God this man's beard grew back quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right.
I'm sorry, man. Listen, it's like him, and then Kofi like shaving his mustache on Raw. Like, just stop it. And then Kenny Omega did that on Wednesday also. It came like cliche, like, guys, stop it, man. Just stop it, man. Like, just chill, man. Come on, fall's about to start right now. We gotta keep warm up here, man. Like, for real. But no, good solid match. I mean, Big Bill continues to impress. He looks great. I mean, this dude is a future star in the making right there. And like I say, he just has to find his own lane, catch a little little break here and there. I mean, in this endless line of talent in AEW, it just takes one break, and I hope for Big Bill's sake that he gets it very soon.
Definitely, definitely. Next up in the main event, the women. How many weeks and times this year have we said main event and women? It just seems to go hand in hand now. It's ridiculous. They're killing it. But
Mm-hmm.
the women in the main event, Shirakawa, Storm, Amanada, defeat Blue Heart and Billy Starks to get the win. It wasn't the match, though. It was the melee after. We got Tekla coming out. If we are not headed toward blood and guts, because you can hear the crowd now, they are into it. It is no longer a secret. This is much needed. I don't know when they're going to make that announcement, but when they do, the roof will blow off that place because everybody in their mama is waiting for this announcement for the all women's blood and guts match. Tony Khan, give it to us now. But this is a great lead up. They're not just giving it to us. They are making us wait, and I enjoy this. I do want it. We better get it, but I'm not mad at them just putting the carrot in front of the mule, just making them keep going, and that's what we're doing every week, waiting for them to make that announcement. But how you feel about this 6-woman tag?
Well, even before the 6-woman tag, we got to go back earlier in the night. In the back, we had freaking Jamie Hayter and Tekla brawling, and dude, this did not look like no rehearsed like spot in the back, like rehearsed like brawls that we see all the time in front. No, it looked like they were generally scrapping in the back, like they were throwing bombs, and it wasn't like throw. I'm a guide you when I throw you. No, Jamie was literally throwing Tekla around into garbage cans, into walls, and everything. And then Tekla flying through 3 security guards, taking out Jamie. It was like, man, they are some hard hitters. They are some brawlers. And like you said, we fast forward to the main event. All 6 ladies, they showed out tonight. I mean, shout out to Mina Shirakawa. She had a war last night with Athena, one of the best women's matches of the year for the ROH women's title. But she still went out there. She still showed out. So did Tony. So did Queen. I mean, Queen has been one of the best rising stars in all professional wrestling this year. She has taken advantage of the opportunity in front of her. While Jamie Hayter was out with injury, she has now made herself undeniable. You cannot take her off of TV. She is a mainstay in the women's division right here. And like you said, it wasn't about them picking up the victory. It was the message sent towards the end where the Triangle of Madness took out everyone. Tekla just spearing one after another. And like you said, the only destination that is acceptable for us right now is blood and guts. First time ever. I am perfectly fine with waiting because, like you said, they're dangling the carrot right in front of us. They're leading us on the path. They are setting the trail right there, and I like the tempo that's going on right now because we have stories within the story. You have Willow, you have Statlander potentially involved as well. Jamie Hayter just came back. I feel like all the players are right there. All the chess pieces are on the board right now. We just got to hit that clock right there to start the game, just start moving the pieces. But I think when it's happened, they are going to knock it out of the park. It is going to be beautiful violence, and it will be one of the matches of the year whenever it happens. But I cannot wait. I mean, like we said it, whether it's AEW, WWE, it is the year of women's professional wrestling.
Definitely. And shout out Julia Hart. She was leaking at the end of the match. I don't know how she got busted open. I didn't see it during the match, but if that's a precursor to blood and guts, sign me up.
Oh, I cannot wait. And listen, before we end the show, I mean, just quick on last night's action from Death Before Dishonor. I mean, shout out to Bandito and Hechicero. Like, I don't know if did you see that match yet?
I did not. I have not watched it yet.
I saw the
I saw the clips, but it's different when you watch the match.
Dude, let me tell you something. Hangman is my wrestler of the year right now, but Bandito, ever since he won the Ring of Honor title back in Dynasty from Jericho, the last 4 months, this match catalog that he has put together, he is making I would not be mad or upset or disagree with anyone who said that Bandito is their wrestler of the year. This guy is not just a mainstay on Ring of Honor, but he as far as the AEW side is concerned, he is the vocal point in the partnership between AEW and CMLL.
Yeah.
I mean, he has had great matches and main events with the likes of Mascara Dorada and Mystico. It is insane the meteoric rise of Bandito. I mean, he's definitely the comeback wrestler of the year, coming back from injury, from being out for injury for so long, and like he has hit the ground running this year. He is a future star. I mean, he is a star right now, but he is reaching legendary status right before our eyes. He's the Ring of Honor champion right now, but give it a year or two, and he will be the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And before
Woo!
we move on, like what I appreciate about guys like Bandito, Hechicero, Commander, Hologram, and basically the luchadors who work within AEW CMLL, like maybe this is a little blasphemous as I say, but I love their presentation compared to like what we've seen WWE like luchador presentations in the past. Because I feel like with WWE, they've always tried to always find the next Rey Mysterio and kind of
Mm-hmm.
like model them in their presentation and how Rey Mysterio came up and how he moves and how he is basically. But I feel when I look at Bandito wrestle, I don't think of Rey Mysterio respectfully because I feel he's his own wrestler. He's leaving his own mark on the game. Same with Hechicero. Hechicero is not your typical luchador. He is a submission specialist. He is a mat specialist. He is a professional wrestler. He gets down and dirty. He could tie you up in a pretzel. I mean, like what he can do is just very very different from what I've seen in the luchadors over the year. And both guys last night, they put on a clinic last night. It's top 5 matches of the year. Like, dude, it's free on YouTube. So anybody watching this right now, there was technical difficulties on the for the pay-per-view. So Tony Khan, he put the entire pay-per-view on YouTube for free. So Death Before Dishonor is free on YouTube right now. You have no reason to not watch it. I mean, but yeah, like I said, shout out to Bandito. Dude, in a few months, like he might be my wrestler of the year.
Woo! That is a bold statement there by Bald Bro. But I
Mm,
ain't I ain't mad at you for saying it, man. He's just been killing it. Tag team division, like you said, heavyweight champion and Ring of Honor. It's just the guy's amazing, man.
yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
And also like he just seems like one of the most likable and genuine guys in the business. Like that's a guy that you want to root for. That's the
Yeah.
guy that you could build your company around as your top baby face. And you know what? It doesn't matter about nationality or what language he speaks. It's just the vibes that he gives off. Like that's a guy that kids can look up to. Like I want to be the next Bandito. Or if you're a kid of not just Mexican descent but Spanish descent, right there. Like this guy's at the top of the game right now. That could be me right there. That we talk about representation in sports and in wrestling right there. Guys like Bandito, that's it right there. I mean, he had some bad luck with injuries, but he's back 100% right now. He's got his chances, he's got his moments, he's hit the ground running. And I mean, like I said, ROH champion right now. In a year or two from now, he will be a future AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
Put your money on it, ladies and gentlemen. Scale of 1 to 10 tonight. What you giving AEW Collision, Ball, bro?
Like I said, solid in-ring action. You did get some story progression. Very nice pacing to the show. I'm gonna give it 9.3 tonight.
9.3. I'm right there with you. I'm going to just tie it. 9.3 for me as well. I was going to say 2, but why not give him another point and tie with you? 9.3. Great show. Like I said, I was watching my Wolverines, but they were blowing them out. So I was heavily invested in Collision, and I was not disappointed, entertained from bell to bell as usual. Before we get out of here, though, what's going on across the pond over there with you and your guys with Group Chat Wrestling?
Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at GW Podcast UK. We release about 3 to 5 clips for every episode. We just hit 60 episodes recently, and we're rocking and rolling. We're going stronger. Stronger each and every week. Follow us on Twitter, GW Podcast UK, for any updates for any episodes or any live streams that we might have going on. We thank you for your continued support. Group Chat Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and all podcast platforms.
Definitely. And make sure you guys check out me and Bald Bro. If you don't know, now you do. We are covering more than professional wrestling. We're over there covering NFL, NBA, UFC, and every other sport under the sun on our other platform, the Holy Sports. We got a dope breakdown of the game earlier with Texas and Ohio State with myself and Rose. Tomorrow night, we're after the Sunday night game. We are going to break down the entire week 1 of the NFL, not including the Monday night game that won't come yet, but we'll talk about that later in the week. And we're just going to be doing this every day now, man. We've cut back on our WWE content, and it's allowed us to dive into sports a little more. You know, who cares about WWE right now, to be quite honest? So it's perfect timing. But yeah, great time to be a fan here on the Holy Shit Podcast. We got a lot of shit coming for you guys, so stay tuned. But until then, it's been great tonight. AEW Collision. It's your boy ABE from DET.
I'm that Bald Bro for the NYC.
And we'll see you guys when we see you.